All right, now that we've gone over how to create really, really nice branded posts that kind of represent you and represent your brand, they're unique, it's custom content, which is always a good thing on Facebook. Facebook favors custom content. Um, I want to go over how to save time with repurpose content. You don't have to create a custom branded post to keep your Facebook page active, right? Custom branded posts are a really good way to reach your target market, drive traffic to your page, get people's attention in newsfeed. But there's other things you want to do with your Facebook page as well. You want to use your Facebook page to establish yourself as an expert. That might mean sharing tips related to your industry, sharing information that is helpful to your target audience. And it doesn't necessarily have to be unique content that you've created as long as you put your spin on it and in the post really kind of style it to make it your own. So let's look at what I mean. All right, I want to show you guys a couple of examples of good repurpose of content or sharing content that's not your own. So Hootsuite is a social media company. They offer a free social media scheduler. They do a host of other stuff. They're really heavy on training. I love them. I think they're a great company, but their Facebook page is phenomenal. It's on point. So I wanted to look at specifically when they share blog posts that aren't their blog. So as you can see, all of these posts they've shared are specifically from their site. But a really good way to save time and to show people that you are an authority in your industry and you do kind of know what you're talking about, which is always a good thing to establish yourself as an expert, especially on Facebook. You can share blogs that you find reputable that fit with your brand and fit with your industry. So here's a really good example. Hootsuite on December 6th, they shared a 10 free Google tools all content marketers should use. And it wasn't from their blog, but it was via Neil Patel, who is a very well-known entrepreneur in the digital marketing space. So right there, they immediately got instant credit. They also used his influence by tagging him. So not only did they get in front of their own audience, but they kind of backdoor got in front of his audience too. So that's a great strategy when you're sharing other people's content because you can tag them, right? And then they also hashtagged it with choice content. So this is a really good example of using a blog post that you did not write, but to position yourself as the expert. I'll show you another example. Girl boss, Sophia Amoroso, whatever your opinions are of her, she has built an incredibly powerful brand that's really centered around female entrepreneurship. Here is a post that they shared 5 hours ago from PureWow. And they just said it's a little unorthodox. So they weighed in on it, not a lot. They didn't preach, but they put their like twist on it. And then it was the one resume trick that'll save you from major embarrassment. So it's kind of quirky, a little bit funny. It fits with their brand, and it establishes them as people who want to help women in the workplace. Here's another example. 6 cheap but fantastic places to live if you want to start over in 2018. Again, they're all about helping women remake their lives, make over their lives, become entrepreneurs. So they shared this from theeverygirl.com, Skip Town for Good. It's short, it's sweet, but it gives people a really good idea of what their brand's goals are. So those are really good examples. When you're sharing content, it's super important to choose your own photo for that content. So I want to show you how you can do that too. All right, we're back on my page so I can write a post. So let's say we're getting ready to share a blog article. We want to establish ourselves as the expert, and I would recommend in your industry, sign up for newsletters, sign up for content that can get delivered right to your inbox. Then you don't have to go hunting for it. It's just in your inbox and you can repurpose it anytime you want to. Stay on brand, Stay with your target market. Again, if you're wanting to help retirees relocate and buy new homes, you're not going to want to post home advisor articles talking about buying your first home. The converse of that, if you're a wedding photographer and you want to do only weddings, don't post a bunch of stuff about how to get kids to sit still during photo shoots, right? So keep it with your target market. That's going to set you up for the most success. So let's go find an article that we can post. Now, again, like I said, the best thing you can do is sign up for industry related newsletters, pieces of content, blogs that you can get that resonate with you and your brand. So for me, I actually subscribe to a digital marketing blog called Daily Carnage. And the Daily Carnage is a bite-sized piece of up-to-date digital marketing news sent right to my inbox. They're kind of snarky. Their branding is really fun. They don't take themselves too seriously. So it's a piece of industry content that really fits with my brand. And so what I can do is when they send me content that I really like, I can go then post that. It's coming from a credible source that I love. It's good quality content that I've personally vetted myself. So not only is it going to look really good to my readers, it's also going to establish me as an expert, but it's also going to establish me as someone who took time to make sure I was providing good content. People are smart. They can tell when you just threw up, an article from anywhere and didn't really take the time to read it. But if you're throwing up things that are consistently on brand and consistently speaking to your target market, you're going to get a lot more engagement on your posts. So this one, I love it. Talk dirty to me. It's great. It's funny. It's a little bit punny. I use a hashtag called Talk Nerdy to Me when I post about tech stuff. So it really fits in my brand. Top marketing tools to win business without being sleazy. So this is a perfect piece of content for me to share. So the first thing you're going to do is copy your URL. You're going to hop back over. You're going to post the URL. And what's going to happen? All these images are going to come up. After you post the URL, immediately delete it. You don't need it. You've already posted your content. The next thing you want to do is we don't have to show all these images, right? They don't look great, right? They just auto-populated. So you're going to come up here and you're going to just click the little X. Just get rid of them. And then what we want to do is we want to upload our own image because that's going to brand it for us. So we're going to go in here and I'm just going to pick I'll just go with this. But you would want to download those stock photos that you've been compiling. This is a really good opportunity to use those stock photos. So pick one that fits with the article. And I'm going to hit open. And now I'm sharing a piece of content, but I'm sharing a piece of content that is really specific to my brand. So make sure you X out all of these photos. You'll see them here, but they won't show. And then you're going to write your copy. Let's see. What do I want to say? Say, talk dirty to me. Or talk nerdy to me. And then I'm going to put an emoji. Don't be afraid to use emojis in your business. Don't be afraid to be personable. Don't be afraid to kind of put your unique brand out there. I know it's the opposite of what we're taught to do in the workplace, but social media is not the workplace. It's social. People want to feel like they're connecting to you. So even though it feels a little counterintuitive, get a little sassy. And then you're going to hit publish. And what's going to come out is a really cool branded post that, even though it's not your content, you put your own spin on it by choosing your own photo. And I'm going to delete this because it's not part of my content strategy at the moment. But you see what I mean. You get a really nice branded post. It's got your photo on there, but it's somebody else's article. But it's an article that you actually took the time to read, or it's a reputable source that you actually follow and love. So for your industry, I promise you, it doesn't matter if your industry is wastewater management or roofing or insurance. There is a blog out there, I'm sure of it, that has some kind of sassy spin for your brand. So take the time. That's your industry. You should be up on who the industry players are anyways. But take the time to find a blog like the Daily Carnage for digital marketing, or find a couple so that you can have kind of diverse content. And that's really going to be your automated repurposed content that's going to get delivered right to your inbox. Most of these expert authorities will deliver content right to your inbox because they want you sharing it, right? It's in their best interest. They're getting more traffic. So yeah, that's how you effectively repurpose content without looking like you're just throwing up articles from wherever. So I will see you guys in the next video.